It's been a bit of a question mark of a year for whiskeys. I mean, I tried a bunch of whiskeys, but there were very few whiskeys where I felt, yes, this is it. So, long story short, I'm going to be talking about five bottles I discovered this year. They also could be rum, they also could be vodka, they also could just be whiskeys. But spoiler alert, they all are whiskeys. So I'm going to start with my number 5 bottle of the year, which is the Johnny Walker Green Label. Before this year, I had not tried Johnny Walker Green Label. Not many people had discussed this. Still, it's a bit of a mystery. It's a blended malt scotch. A blended malt scotch means that it's a mixture of one or more single malts. In this case, it's a mixture of Linkwood, Cragganmore, Kalila, and Talisker, I believe. Beautiful whiskey, 5 on 5 on the nose, and 5 on 5 on the taste, and a very good aftertaste. Also, we recommend you get it. You can get this for about 5,000 rupees from Gurgaon, and it seems genuine. Say the number 4 whiskey of the year is the Kalila. This is an Islay whiskey, which means it's a smoky whiskey. It's a single malt, and it's a 12-year age statement. This is the entry-level Kalila, and basically what I absolutely adore about this whiskey is how oily and well perfected and crafted it is. It really seems very arty, and just smelling it again and again on the nose, very, very delicious, very robust, muted peat, but very good smoke element, very oily, very thick. It seems to hit the spot on many notes. I don't know why it is not more famous and more people don't talk about this. I think I got this for about 4,000 rupees or thereabouts. I will write the price. And this is a single malt. This would be my number 4 bottle of the year. And another Islay single malt or Isla single malt, and that is the Ardbeg Ultimate. What I liked about this whiskey is that it has a very pleasing and neutral entrance. It actually really is quite well defined, I want to say, and the look of the bottle, all Ardbeg bottles, and the unboxing experience is quite unique. I like this so much that I finished in 2-3 days, even though when I was doing my review, I was not understanding of what I behold. See, this whiskey, I think it has unusual charisma. It's almost it makes me want to be more academic about whiskey. It's spicy. It's spicy without being irritatingly so. Like you have the sherry or cask whiskey, which I find very irritating because the spice element kind of lingers on the maritime element. Probably why I did not like the old Pulteney, which I tried this year, the classic Laddie I tried this year. But in Ardbeg, being an Islay single malt, I think it has more characteristic and is a very defining whiskey. So this would be my number 3 whiskey of the year. This is quite expensive. I think this cost me close to 7,000 rupees. The Green Label at number 5. We've had Kalila at number 4. Islay single malt, and we've had the Ardbeg at number 3. Now, my number 2 is going to be a bit of a surprise for people, and this is the Glenmorangie Tane. This is a traveling whiskey, which means you can only get it at travel retail. Traveling whiskey, sorry for that. Now, the surprising thing is that this whiskey is made in a sherry cask finish. But despite being a sherry cask finish, Glenmorangie does it better than the others, I feel. What do I say about this? This whiskey has actually done well in somewhat making the perfect lingering pepper stay on tongue, and the dark fruit mixture is actually very well done. I don't think any other whiskey does it just how this does it. Like I told you, I tried the Bruichladdich, the Old Pulteney, the Balvenie, but they all failed. The Solent Gold, all failed. Glenmorangie is the only one that succeeds, and for that reason, being a Glenmorangie, the usual Glenmorangie is my all-time favorite whiskey, or my favorite single malt, you can say. And the Tane, I don't know, man. And you know what? The best news for me but I just realized, and this is such a beautiful looking bottle. I'm not really sure how much you get this for. My cousin sister got this for me when she was traveling to London. Oh man, this is a beautiful, beautiful expression, and this will make many a convert, for all people intended, you know. So this is the second best whiskey of the year. Do you guys have any guesses? If you have any guesses, pause the video and so okay, I'm gonna reveal it. It's the Ardbeg 5 Beastie. This is an entry-level single malt at the 5-year age statement. How does this compare with the with the other whiskey which I was talking about, the Ardbeg 10? Is that this is a 10-year age statement, this is a 5-year age statement, but this is somehow more fun because it has more of a how should I say, in simple terms I want to say it's more likable because the taste has it's more catchy, it's more commercial, it's more filling, it's more towards a Scotch user is more likely to like the Ardbeg 5 versus the Ardbeg 10, and I'm a Scotch drinker on the often. And Ardbeg 5, man, I found myself ruminating about this whiskey again and again and again. Even though it does have a pepper ball dead end, like a black pepper stay sometimes, despite that, I think this is the best whiskey I had this year. And that is big for me, you know. So that's 5 bottles which I discovered in 2023. I want to make such a video next year where I talk about whiskeys I haven't tried so far. I would love to try the Oban. I would love to try Lagavulin. I would love to try some other whiskeys. If you have any suggestions, do let me know. This was a pretty interesting whiskey year, but still, I'm somehow still scratching at the surface. Thank you for watching, guys.